Yeah, because I had called them up and they said they had just sold one.
Yeah, he had it ordered for himself.
Yeah. Basically the same thing as my Jeep, just with a third row. I like that. Oh, you had a key.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna start it. It's got better exhaust. It's a little louder than mine.
Yeah.
That's nice. Do it again. No, the trucks don't rev as hard as the Charger and the Challenger do. Yeah, they don't rev as hard. I noticed.
I put cutouts on my Durango to make it sound nice and thick.
Oh, okay. What you got? Is that it?
Yeah, the white one.
Oh, you put. Oh, okay. I was looking at that
over
one.
there, and it sounds actually really nice.
Because I'm angry that the Trackhawk doesn't have this hood. Yeah, because I have the Jeep SRT. I want to buy. There's a Russian salesman who sells these hoods. It's like 1,006, and I was thinking about getting it on his next crate shipment. But even if you buy a Trackhawk, you still don't get this hood. I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
They got the Beats on it.
We're getting 4 demons at the end of the month too.
Oh, you work at security?
Yeah, I'm an ATAC, I'm a technician.
Yeah, but see, they basically took the stuff out of the Jeep, they put it in the Durango, which is exactly what they should have done in the first place. But the problem is they didn't do that to the Trackhawk. And I was gonna get a Trackhawk, but the problem is they don't give you the hood or like
Nothing like that, yeah.
You know, I want it to look exactly like a Hellcat, you know?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Oh, I see. They have captain's chairs, I think?
Yeah, captain chairs. Unless you order them in French, we normally do captain chairs.
Yeah, I know you're going to move a lot of these because some people just need that extra space.
Yeah. You know, it depends on if they want the SRT or if they want the RT, because they have options. The Jeep, you know, you either had the SRT or the SRT, you know? Now we have the Trackhawk, and then we'll have the,
What kind of dog is that?
This is our Australian cattle dog. Have you ever seen Street Outlaws, the show?
What?
Have you ever seen the show Street Outlaws?
I haven't. I don't really watch much television.
I don't either, but it's probably the show that we do watch.
Street Outlaws. What channel is that?
It's Discovery Channel, I think.
Cute dog.
Yeah, thanks. Cute. And that's where I got the inspiration to get the breed. She's so smart, yeah. You can cut her if you want.
Oh.
I mean, she's like she doesn't even care.
So many people.
Yeah. All right,
and how much did this go for? What, 75?
69, because it's like a basic one. All the guy.
Oh, I see. It doesn't have the roof.
Yeah, it doesn't have a roof. All he wanted was the technology group, which was the blinkers, or the blind spot monitoring.
Yeah.
He didn't really want anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
They got a sticker here. 67,180. So it has a $2,495 technology group, $595 wheels, $1,095 destination, and that's on top of base price $62,995. So that comes out to $67,180. It's basically a Jeep SRT with a third row. I also have to say some people might like the trim of the Jeep a little bit more. The seats are a little bit more suede than mine's are, so I guess maybe this has ventilation. Nice. And it has that part up there where you can set the back temperature for the third row. It's hot. Beats audio. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is nice. I wanted this hood so badly. They should make it so you could just... There's a guy online who sells these hoods. Yeah, there's a guy. But you get it's a Russian shop, and the destination, it's like basically I think the tow's like 1,600. But my problem is I don't know how aerodynamic those things are, because like when you drive really fast, I don't want to take the risk of the hood like coming up and smashing my windshield, you know.
Especially because I'm sure if you get it installed the right way, you wouldn't have to worry about that.
Some guys use hood pins, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't like hood pins.
Not a fan?
No. looking truck though. I have an uncle who's interested in one of these.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, cause
Cards are all over the table if you want to
oh, okay, yeah. In fact, what do you got? Frisbees, cards,
Yeah,
you
take
got
whatever you
a
want.
couple holders.
Yeah, my cell phone's at the bottom. If you ever want to shoot me a text, just let me know that he wants to stop down.
Sure. How long you worked there?
I've been there 7 years.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
For a while now. But I just moved into sales.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to do service.
Yeah, my guy, what is this? I think his name is Chris. He's my service guy.
Oh, Chris, short guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget his last name.
He's salesman, I think.
Yeah, I came in, I think the other day, tires.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago. But he's my sales guy. All right, yeah, absolutely. Another 8 years. I'm gonna put this in my truck. Yeah, everybody gets a moonroof but me. Red interior, black seatbelts. It's like shit. I would have gotten the red seatbelts too. Oh shit! This is that modified wide body. It's too gaudy. It's much too gaudy. I mean, what FCA needs to do is they need to build a coupe Charger off of that Maserati GT platform. They could call it the Barracuda, they could call it whatever they want to call it. But the thing about it is there's some people who want the two-door Charger Hellcat, you know? And that they're not making that because some people don't like the retro looks of the Challenger. Okay, so I guess I could do some live. I'm gonna put this stuff in my car. Oh, they got so much stuff here. Demon plates.
Like I said, I'm just trying to get this done. I think the red tick.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'm gonna go grab it. It's right there.
You got it.
You like to do the spin?
Right? Oh, the spin for the pizza spin, right?
Couldn't make it.
Pizza spin.
You like to do a spin? You like to do a spin?
Oh, look at this guy. Look, yeah, I'm here to bring my Challenger. I have an SRT Challenger. I'm here to bring it. I have a Hellcat Challenger. I'm here to bring my Challenger.
2009. Wherever you want. There's some space out back in the shade. Now you gotta bring some. You got it. Yeah. We'll have a drink later. He said he paid for you. You have to run and get his beer at the Target.
Oh, no problem. Just gotta drive me home. Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? How are you, sir? Hi there. You actually.
Activate.
Oh, no shit. Oh, my God.
Durango SRT.
Quiet. They changed the back brakes.
See, let's get those cooled seats going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely different brake.
Okay. Ventilated seat. High, please. Nav system. View map. This is the nav map update for 2017 models. Then they got the apps. What's that called? SRT mode. Okay. Paddle shifters off. They should have always had a button to turn the paddle shifters off. And the reason why is because if you let somebody drive your car, the first thing they try to do is they try to mess around with the cool stuff. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to touch the paddle shifters. I love being able to turn paddle shifters off in the Hellcat, and I love the fact that the new computers basically let you turn the paddle shifters off. I do wish that all paddle shifter cars gave you the option to turn it off, because it never fails. Anybody who gets in a car with paddle shifters and for the first time, they typically touch them and they don't know what to do. The only way to go back to regular mode is to hold the plus model sign, and then it'll go back to regular mode. So here we go. Track, paddle shifters on, stability track, this, that, and the other. These are your performance pages, and they're loading. So you got the launch control, SRT, mode button, stability track off, parking sensors. So basically, once again, it's a Jeep SRT with a third row. And boy, is that a lot of space back there. The only downside now is that you don't have as much space for cargo. But anybody who buys one of these things pretty much understands exactly what they're getting. Power. Let me rev it. 222. It jumped up to 222. You saw that? Add widgets. You can add a widget. You got G-forces here. Current gear, it tells you. I like the new layout. That's pretty nice. Recent last. How about best? Has anybody used this yet? No. Gauges. Oil pressure, oil temp. G-force. Engine. It's a little update. The update's a little bit slow there, but it does. The PSI seems to count real quick, but everything else is just a little bit slower. Dyno. There's your torque and power for your dynamometer. And you see a jump for me. 222 roughly. It's so cool to have shit like that in the car, isn't it? Let me put some cool air on my feet and my face. There you go. On my feet and my face. There you go. Okay. Backup camera. And you can automatically go to your backup camera. That's pretty common, right? Now, there usually is a back button here. I don't see a back button. Let me just hit SRT and go. Let me see if I can. No? I can't get out of back mode. There's no back button. Or maybe I'm not seeing something. I don't see a back button. Let me see, what else can I do here? Let me see what happens if I turn it off. Screen off. Yo, this thing, this back button doesn't fuck around. It doesn't, there's no back button. Oh boy. I can't, touching it doesn't do anything. Let me see how I put it in drive. Does nothing. Drive does nothing. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Launch control is unavailable on a new vehicle. You push launch, it says launch control is unavailable on a new vehicle. You gotta break it in first. This thing does not have a back button. Let me see if there's anything here. No. There's no back button, huh? There's gotta be a back button. No, that does not work. Let's see what happens if I engage the computer. The voice control computer.
Cancelled.
Okay, let's try that. Tune to FM 97.1. Yo, how is there no back button? Tune to 97.1. Okay, so there's definitely no back button. Let me turn it off and turn it back on. Yo, but it's weird because mine has a back button and a screen off button. There's no mute button though. Whatever. It's kind of odd. It's really kind of odd that it has no back button. I mean, of all the things that they wanted to cut, they cut the back button. That's like ridiculous. Controls, apps. Wi-Fi hotspot, so forth and so on. Send and go. So basically, when I'm looking at this sheet of build, it's like it comes out to $180. Here's my question: if I want to add a back button to the nav system, how much more is that? Right, exactly. But other than that, it's basically exactly what you expect. So whether you have a Durango SRT or a Trackhawk or a new Jeep SRT, you should get pretty much all the exact same features that you see right here. But what you will not get is a back button. So just before I go, just as a comparison, so that we understand what we're talking about here, this is the back seat of Jeep SRT, mine. That's about how much space you get if you were sitting behind me. Panoramic roof adds about $2,000 to, a Jeep SRT. I don't know if the panel roof is available on the Durango, but if it is, you could always add that in. It might just be a regular roof because most of the Dodge cars tend to have a regular roof as an option. And get into the Jeep. Push the start up. Grand Cherokee SRT. Get some air on us. Oh, wait a minute. What is that I'm seeing? I'm seeing a back button. See that? It says B-A-C-K, back. You know why? Because let's put it in rear view. Hey, that's the rear view mode. And when I put it in park, you know what it does? It goes right back. How about that shit? So I go to reverse, and you see back. And I go to park, and it goes back again. And you know what? Like if I go to something, like let's say I go here, but I want to go back, it's like you can push back on certain things. Like if, let's say you're looking through music, and you want to go, like you look through like a folder. Look at this, watch this. You're gonna love how this shit works. If I go to 90s rap and I hit back, look at that shit. It goes back to the last thing. Like if I go Disco Fever and I hit back, it goes back. How about that? Who would have ever thought that a back button would be necessary in a graphic user interface? Huh? Who would have ever thought that shit? Who would have ever thought a back button could be such a big deal? Well, those back buttons are something else. Get my seatbelt, since obey the law and all that most of the time. My Mophie. Well, I feel so confident because I have a back button. I do feel more confident thanks to this back button.